Leafs Nation, are we on the brink of one of the most seismic and controversial moves in recent NHL history? The Toronto Maple Leafs find themselves at a defensive crossroads, and a recent explosive discussion, detailed in a report from November 30th, 2025, has shaken the league. On the Real Kuiper and Bourne show, former NHL GM and coach Doug MacLean, alongside insider Nick Kypreos, dropped a trade scenario that has stopped Leafs Nation in its tracks, acquiring the Edmonton Oilers defenseman Darnell Nurse in a straight-up swap for veteran Morgan Rielly. This isn't just idle speculation. It's a reflection of growing frustration with Rielly's stagnation and a burning desire to inject the elite physicality that Nurse brings. MacLean's words are echoing through every hockey forum today. If I could trade Nurse for Morgan Rielly, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Why Darnell Nurse? He's one of the most polarizing figures in hockey, but his physical profile is undeniable. Standing at 6 feet 4 inches and weighing 205 pounds, Nurse is a physical monster. He brings an intimidating presence that the Leafs' blue line, often criticized as soft, desperately lacks. For a man of his size, his skating is exceptional. He can cover ice, recover from mistakes, and join the rush with ease. Under coach Craig Berube, who demands a heavy, direct style of play, Nurse could thrive. Berube's system values defensemen who can separate man from puck and clear the net front. Natural traits for Nurse when he's dialed in. The report admits Nurse has been inconsistent and had a rotten playoff year last season, but Toronto's bet would be on a bounce back. MacLean argues that Nurse's ceiling, when he plays a simple, old-school game, is exactly what the Leafs need to survive the rigors of the Eastern Conference postseason. On the flip side, this proposal delivers a brutal assessment of Morgan Rielly, the longest-tenured Leafs defenseman, drafted in 2012, seems to have lost a step. MacLean's critique is devastating. There was a time in Toronto when Rielly was on the verge of becoming a great number 2 defenseman, but that time has passed. He even questions whether Rielly is still a top defenseman at all. I don't know if he's a top 4 player right now. Turning 32 in March, Rielly is seen as a declining asset. His defense has always been suspect, and now that his offensive production no longer offsets those zone lapses, his contract becomes a burden. Trading a declining player like Rielly for a physically superior athlete in need of a fresh start like Nurse is the logic fueling this rumor. Financially, this would be one of the most complex trades of the salary cap era. Nurse carries a $9.25 million annual cap hit through 2030, while Rielly is at $7.5 million through the same term. For the Leafs, absorbing Nurse's deal means adding $1.75 million to the payroll. On a team already battling the cap, this will require additional juggling or unlikely salary retention from Edmonton. Yet, the front office might see this extra.